In today's video, I will share with you guys 3 tips that will help you unlock the planche faster. First of all is simply to do it more. This might be a little bit confusing because you might have already been training a whole lot, but you still don't see much of a result. This might be because you are training the planche incorrectly, just like how I did when I first started. You see, the planche is a static exercise, which means that you will have to maintain your body in a position for an amount of time. So what you actually need to do to unlock the static exercise faster is to get your body into that position as much as you can. By that, you will slowly get more and more used to doing it and eventually be able to unlock the skill. At first, I always thought the planche is all about strength. So if I can just build up more of my strength, I will be able to do the planche. This is true. However, besides improving your strength, if you don't allow your body to understand what it is like to maintain the planche position, you won't be able to make progress faster. And this is also what I meant by simply doing the planche more. For each progression, there will be different exercises that will help you get into the planche position and support you in attempting to do the planche. Such as, for the tuck planche, there will be the tuck planche pumps. For the advanced tuck, you will slowly lower your legs until they reach a 90-degree angle, and by doing it like so, you will be able to get into the advanced tuck position with more control compared to pushing your legs out. Next up, for the one leg planche, you can go from tuck to one leg, or do the one leg raises. For the straddle planche, you should unlock the advanced frog hold first. Then you can push your legs out to the straddle planche, or also do the straddle raises. Finally, for the full planche, you can go for the planche raises, or the tuck to full planche, or swing to planche. You can do it any way you feel most comfortable, as long as you can get your body into the planche position. And at first, you might only be able to hold it for a second, but the more you do it, the more your body will get used to it, and so you will be able to hold it longer. Next, the second tip you should remember when training the planche is the protracted form. Protract for the planche means that when you push your bike all the way up and maintain it while holding the planche. By doing so, you will be able to hold the planche with much more control, do its variations like the planche push-ups easier, and you can also do it with a much better looking form. This is the reason why when you lower your legs when attempting to do the advanced tuck, you will have more control over your body, since you can maintain the protracted form more than when you try to push out your legs. I've always known that the protracted form is important for the planche training, but I've never been fully conscious about it when holding the planche. All I did every time was to get my body into the position and try to hold it for as long as I could. So sometimes I could do it for quite a bit, and other times I would lose control right on the spot. But after I paid more attention to the protracted, every attempt after that, regardless of the hold duration, I was having more control and could actually feel my body and muscles engaging in the exercise. Therefore, the protracted form will be one of the most crucial techniques for your planche training. And at first, when you have just unlocked a planche progression, you might not have the strength to maintain it with the protracted right away. However, as long as you are conscious about it, and every attempt is made to correct your form towards the protracted, you'll be able to make progress much faster. Finally, the last step I would suggest you do is to train the planche with equipment. I was also very stubborn with this at first. Even though I knew it would make the planche training easier, I didn't want to rely on equipment. However, if you're fully committed to doing the planche and unlocking all progressions, then having even just a pair of parallettes will give you many more advantages. For example, training the planche on a high surface compared to the ground will support you to get into the planche hold much more easily. By this, you will be able to do it more, which is great for the first step that I've just mentioned. And also, with equipment, you will be able to do more exercises with the planche, such as planche push-ups, planche breaststroke handstand, L6 to planche, and many more to build your combinations and improve more strength for the planche. Therefore, training this skill with equipment will surely help you progress faster. And with that, those are the 3 tips for the planche I wanted to share with you guys. You can check out the playlist I've put in the description for more planche tips and tutorials. And if you find this video helpful, then a like and subscribe would be super appreciated. Well then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay workout, and we'll see you in the next one.